Morning Swallows, how are you? Maths. Okay, this time straight into maths. We're using LBQ again. Put your LBQ code up, of course, in a moment. But we're 1st of December, so let's get straight into it, guys. Short date in your blue books, please. All right. So 1st of December, we're going to do 1.12.20. Okay, 1.12.20. Okay, short date. LO underneath. And today, quite a straightforward LO, guys, but starting now a new topic, and that is to explore division. Okay, we'll run this topic now, guys, for 2 weeks, seeing as we've been doing a lot of this at home. All right, just a quick practice, and we're going to have a talk through what division is in a minute. Okay, we're going to talk about what division is, how we use it, how you might have used it in the past as well. All right, and then we're going to get into LBQ and have a bit of a pre-learning activity. So it's not something to worry about. Don't want you to worry about this at all too much, and your results obviously won't reflect how much learning we've done. You know, if you get things wrong today, it is absolutely fine. You know, that's exactly what we need to see, so that I can look at what we need to progress through, whether we need to do things a little bit quicker or a bit slower. So don't worry today. All right, 3 starters, guys, are in your books. All right, please make sure your lines are much neater than mine. All right, I'm going to write starter as my subheading, missing a line, and then miss a line to start your 3 questions, please. All right, what I'd like you to do, pause the video in a minute once you've written out your sums. So we've got 294, take away or subtract 165, 27 multiplied by 3, 34 multiplied by 4. All right, write those out, one underneath each other. Obviously, I've got a smaller board, guys, so make sure it's nice and neat for me, like you have been doing. Some of your presentation, absolutely immaculate, guys, so keep it up. Pause the video when you're ready. I'm going to just pause mine, give you a couple of seconds. All right, get yourselves written down and have a go at those. All right, then we'll grab our purple pens. Thanks, guys. Okay, all right, let's have a look at the first one, guys, together. 294 subtract 165. Straight away I've got a problem here, guys, because I can't subtract 4 from 5, can I? I'm starting with my ones column, so ones, tens, hundreds. 4 take away 5 can't do, so I need to go next door to Mr. Tens, subtract 1 whole 10 and drop it into my ones column. I've got 14 take away 5, which is 9. Can do that now. 8 take away 6, which is 2. 2 take away 1 is 1. Give it a tick or fix it, guys, with your purple pen. All right, you've been doing really well with that. Next one, moving on to number 2, column multiplication. We're going to do 3 times 7 out. We first do our ones column and then our tens, 3 times 2. Okay, 3 sevens, 21. 1 down, regroup with 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Add the 2 is 8, guys. Okay, give it a tick or fix it again. All right, number 3, 4 times 4, 16. 6 down, regroup the 1 underneath, like I've done. And 3 4s are 12. Add the 1 is 13. Okay, 136. All right, guys. So let's have a look. I'm just going to share my screen with you really quickly, and then we'll come back to the board to have a look at division. What I'd like you to do, whilst I'm just getting myself set up, please, guys, I'd like you to just have a chat with your adults or anybody who's around, or have a think yourselves, you know, if you can't. If your mums and dads are working, guys, totally understand that. What I'd like you to do is have a think about division. What do you know about division so far? We've talked about this when we've been doing arithmetic papers, and we've talked about what division is. Think about what the word divide means. You know, if I put a divide between you and your partner, it means that you're separated, doesn't it, almost? All right, so think about the word division. What does it mean to you, and what sort of words do we use? And what I've just used, I've used a couple, haven't I, to sort of explain division in itself. Then we'll come back together, we'll talk about division. All right, and I'm going to show you a quick example. So pause your video, I'm going to get myself set up, guys, and have a chat with your parents. Okay. Okay, all right, Swallows. So I'm going to just share a really straight one. Okay, a really sort of basic example, you know, something that we might do in year 2. And we might show this in a couple of different ways. I'm going to show you how we would have done it in year 2 by using what's called arrays, guys. I'm just going to move my, just so you can see the board a little bit better there, okay. So this number sentence says to me 9 divided by 3. And for those of you that aren't familiar still with division symbols, or might need a little recap, this is the dividing sign, okay. 2 dots separated by a slash in the middle, guys, okay. 9 divided by 3. And what does that mean? What it means is I'm going to take 9, I'm going to separate it up into 3 equal parts, and then the outcome is what does that actually look like, okay. So we're going to separate 9 whole ones, 9 whole ones. Perhaps you imagine it as 9 peas, if you like, you know, remember we talk about burgers, chips and peas. 9 whole ones separated into 3 equal parts. How did we used to do it in year 2? Well, hopefully you all recognise these things, okay. Eggs, they're not chocolate eggs, they're not ready for Christmas, they're not eggs that we might put on our toast, guys, all right, but they are 3 separate, what we call arrays, aren't they, okay. An array is a method of splitting something up equally, and what we used to do in year 2 is this. We used to take 3 equal parts, so I've got my 3 equal parts, I'd take my 9 whole ones and I would split it between the 3 equal parts, and all I would do, take my first number and cross, and all I'd do, going along equally, I'd separate my 9 whole ones into equal parts. So as I'm doing that, what I do is I just count to 9. All right, put my equal parts into those 3 boxes. Watching, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once I've counted to 9, I realise I've got my division number statement already completed for me. I've put my 9 into 3 equal parts and I've separated it up by using division. All I need to do then finally as a process is to count up how many equal parts are in each of the arrays. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So my answer, year 3, must be 3, mustn't it? Okay. This is how we divide using arrays. What we're going to focus on today is this special number, particularly within your step 1's learning, guys, today. Okay, what is this number? It's 2. 2 equal parts. Could be represented as 2 peas, couldn't it? It could be 2 lollipops, it could be 2 balloons, all right? 2, the number 2. And the number 2 is very, very special because I know that you guys can all separate things up into 2 equal parts, all right? What you do is you split it, you partition it. You know, we've used part whole models in the past, all right? They look like giant baubles, all right? But we separate things up into 2 equal parts, don't we, guys, by using the number 2. We divide into 2 equal parts. 2 in particular is very, very special because we don't just divide, we create half or halves, don't we? Okay, we half a number. When you split something by 2 equal parts, you make 2 halves, 2 whole parts, just like your 2 arrays underneath here. What you're actually doing when you split things in half is dividing by 2. And it's the same for any other number, year 3, okay? If I changed this model again into the number 3, well, how many parts do I need to split something by? Well, I need to split it by 3 equal parts. I'm dividing by 3, or I'm creating thirds. And this will be very, very useful, guys, when we get onto our fractions topic just after Christmas, okay? When we start to look at fractions for a good few weeks, and fractions are quite tricky because I want to explore them in great detail. You know, I want you to have a great understanding of fractions. It's something that I personally struggled with at school. So this way of dealing with division is quite important at the moment, okay? When we divide something, we take that piece and split it by how many we're asked to, okay? Let's have a look at another one. Let's go a bit bigger this time, okay? This time, I'm going to give you the number sentence 16 divided by 4. Now, what's really, really handy about the number 16 is that I know that the number 16 is in the 4 times tables. Now, we talked this morning about commutative, that word commutative, and linking multiplication with division.